Hello everybody, welcome to Trucker Money number 56. If you're new here, we like to take a pause once a week and talk about something other than trucking. One of my hobbies is personal finance, money investing, side income, passive income, dividend income. Something for the future. We can make pretty good money as truck drivers. Just trying to create a future and not squander it. Not financial advice, just me sharing my personal journey and talking about other sources of income other than trucking. Which is a great idea right now because for a lot of people, trucking kind of sucks right now. So this is the week of July 4th through the 8th. It was a short week. Monday was the 4th. It was a holiday. Happy 4th. Hope you had a good one. And pretty uneventful week, really. Markets were down a good bit here by the end of the week. So first I'd like to talk about what extra money we made for the week. Kind of have some side gigs going here with the YouTube thing. Made just a little bit of money off of that. Promote MUDFLAP. If you haven't checked that out, the discounts for fuel are gigantic right now. Well over $1 a gallon in most places. Check out the link in the description below this video for that, as well as some discounts on some other good products. And then my favorite thing, this passive income dividend portfolio, is where I'm putting the bulk of my efforts for income for retirement. So this week, we got a few payments here. Fidelity Balance Fund paid, FBALX. They paid a dividend this week. Kimberly-Clark, Altria, UGI, which is the tobacco company. UGI, the gas utility. Shell, the oil company, paid. Fidelity Puritan Fund, FPURX, and Pepsi. All paid dividends this week. Now, we didn't get any dividend increases this week. We got one last week. We don't get one every week, but they're kind of nice when they pop up. And the only thing I bought this week is I picked up a little bit more 3M. I have a goal of a large long-term position in that. Not really looking at the short term of it right now, but it is on sale. It was down considerably again this week. So I picked up a little bit more of that. I had a pretty busy week this week, out trucking again, so didn't do any more buying or research or anything like that. But I wanted to talk this week about recession, and some people said, hey, depression, whatever. I think it's pretty much a given where we're going into a recession here. I haven't heard anybody give out the formal numbers yet. A recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP. I have not yet heard them announce the second quarter. Maybe they did and I missed it. But at any rate, I think we all feel it. We don't need to be told by an economist that we're in a recession. I think common sense and looking around would show you. And just had the thought of going into a recession, kind of like we did the last time, and going into it, going through it, coming out of it. I wanted to take 5 good dividend stocks to focus on for upcoming recession. These are just 5 ones that I picked that I think will do well and maintain and sustain themselves through the depression or recession. Sorry, I'm not calling it a depression. For some reason, I have that in my head. But I think we'll be able to sustain their dividend and are positioned really well to do good. So let's talk about those right now. Now, kind of my criteria for this is, number one, which ones are in a fantastic financial position and ones that people are going to need no matter what, right? So the first one I want to talk about is Johnson & Johnson. Massive company. They're going to be splitting the company supposedly this year or early next year into a pharmaceutical side and then a consumer products side. So I'm kind of excited about that. I think it's going to unlock some value. Johnson & Johnson is just a stalwart in our lives, whether we know it or not, with medical devices, Tylenol, Band-Aids, pharmaceuticals, all kinds of things that you probably use their products every day, don't realize it. Next one is General Mills. I had to pick a food company. I couldn't decide to pick General Mills or Campbell's. I like them both. I went with General Mills just because maybe a little bit more diversity with the acquisition of Blue Buffalo. They've absorbed those costs. They've come out of it pretty strong. The company's doing well, and they make a lot of food products. People are going to eat no matter what through any of this, and they did pretty well for me through the last downturn. The next one is Apple, the tech company. Now that's kind of out of character for me. I don't even own Apple, but and I'll be honest, the reason I put it in here is because of their strong financial position. If we go into a recession, people might not be buying as many iPhones or iPads, things like that. But Apple is flush with cash. They have mountains of cash. And coming into a recession, if there's some of their companies that they're interested in are struggling, Apple can just stroke a check. So my play on that is I think during a hard economic downturn that Apple will do some mergers and acquisitions and put themselves in a position that when things come around, they are just going to come out the other side real strong. That's kind of my play on that. Next one, I wanted to pick a financial. And there's certain ones that just kind of make it through anything. Citigroup, JP Morgan, and Goldman Sachs. Of the three, my favorite right now would probably be JP Morgan. I like the dividend. It's a strong dividend. JP Morgan's a pretty strong company. And they're very entrenched in government. They're one of those that's too big to fails type thing. I hate that term. But I think JP Morgan is probably the one I want to go with for that. And then the last one, I wanted to go real estate, but having to pick a company that I think, I don't want to pick Realty Income because I think during a recession that office space, commercial, retail is just going to go through some tough times. So I had a hard time picking real estate. So I just picked an agricultural, Archer Daniels Midland. I love that company. They did extremely well for me through the last economic downturn, and I'm sticking by ADM through thick and thin. They've been around a long time. They've made it through tough times, and I think that during a downturn, we need agriculture. We need farmers to be able to grow things. We need food, and ADM's kind of right in the thick of that. So that's kind of my 5 here for things I want to focus on during a recession. To add in, there's some more things. Utilities like UGI and Southern Company, Duke Energy. I'll be focusing on them, but maybe just to a little bit lesser extent. And maybe some other consumer products companies like Procter & Gamble and Colgate-Palmolive. But those are the main ones for me, the ones I just mentioned. So that's not advice, just my personal thoughts of what I'll be doing if times get tough again. Life will go on. We'll come out the other side of it. Things may look a little different, like they always do, but that's just my opinion. So anyway, everybody take care. Best of luck to you, and we'll see you next week.